This is a roasted rack of pork with caramelized onions and apples. It is really good. Here's what you're gonna need. Pork roast, maple syrup, butter, rosemary, salt and pepper, apples, brown sugar, cider vinegar, onions, and olive oil. So the first thing I do is slice up the onions. You want them to be fairly thick and chunky, and I throw them into a roasting pan. Once I've got them into a roasting pan, I pull the rosemary leaves off of the stem and just give them a rough chop, put them into a bowl with the salt and pepper, shake it around a little bit, give it a mix so that all of those are combined. Then, into a little frying pan, I put the butter and the maple syrup, and you just want to bring that up to temperature so that they're melted together, mixed together really well. Once you've got those melted together, take a brush and brush that butter and maple syrup all over the pork roast. You want to get it all over it. Once you've got that brushed on, take the rosemary, salt, and pepper mixture and rub that into the pork roast. You want to get it into every nook and cranny of that pork roast. Then take the pork roast and put it on top of the onions and stick that in the oven for a little while. While the pork roast is in the oven cooking, take your apples, and you don't need to peel them. You can just slice them up into fairly thick chunks. And after about 20 minutes of roasting, pull out the pork roast, turn the oven down at this point. You want to reduce the temperature. Throw the apples into the pan and put the pork roast back in for another hour and a half or so. You want the internal temperature of the pork roast to reach about 155 degrees Fahrenheit, just to make sure it's done. When it's done cooking, remove it from the oven and loosely tent it with tin foil. Let it rest for 15 minutes or so before you take it to the table. Really hope you enjoy this recipe. Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon.